Oh great, this is also gonna have a cutoff on the side. No, great. Exactly what I wanted actually. No, it's fine. So I know that this death battle ended like several minutes ago, I assume. I'm not like an I'm not like a David death battle watcher, but I'm curious about this. I really wanted to see this and react to it for the people because there is something here to my interest. I'll wait for a bit more people to come in, but I am wondering how this is gonna go. Hi everybody, by the way. It's Sunday. Oh yeah, and it's piss. You know what it is, it's piss. And we're gonna watch some piss tonight. Hopefully it's not piss, hopefully it's good. When I heard this was happening, I was just wondering how, though. Because Ash's monsters exist in real life, Yugi's monsters don't really have feats, or however these guys measure the way in which the death battle will be conducted. Well, apparently, you know, that's something they go over before the fight itself, so we'll see how that goes. Again, I know this ended already, so don't spoil it for me. I will not be looking at the chat until it is over. But you have here me, the arbiter of good taste, to tell you whether it was good or not by the time it is done, so we'll see how that goes. Gotta wait for a few more people. Let me rewind this with my time powers. Actually, I never brought this up to you guys, but I can actually rewind time. Yeah, but the caveat is I can only do it on YouTube. And I've been using this, I've been honing my skills in this for years to watch parts of videos I've missed before. That's my videos are a little bit more biased towards that side of things, because sometimes I put details in it that you need to watch the entire video all over again to notice. While me, I can just rewind them at my leisure, so a little unfair of me, but you know, that's life. Rod is not watching. Post on funny lime jokes. Oh, don't worry, I know you guys will be doing those regardless of me watching or not. I would go full screen, but because this was a stream, because this was like a live premiere, it puts this on the side for like the chat and whatever, so I can't get rid of it. I guess I can just watch it like on YouTube now that it's over. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, there we go. Is this it? Okay, yeah. Is this the animation style they're going for? That's kind of neat. Where'd they get this model? Did they make it themselves? Okay, I guess we can start, whatever. Who's this? Oh, that's Ash from Fighting Foodons.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
I was half expecting him to get a little Kuribo for Yugi. I wanna turn the volume up, but I don't wanna accidentally hover over a spoiler. YouTube hasn't really figured that part out yet. Okay, this seems fine.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground: Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
I never liked this guy's voice. Whenever I am like prompted into watching Death Battle for whatever reason, I have to just grit my teeth while this guy is speaking. Also, ew, dub footage, Jesus.
Yes, and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Yugi's signature weapons and armor.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom.
Wait, how long is this? This is half an hour, Jesus Christ. And it's got a sponsor, we're gonna plow through this.
Limited time. Hello.
What is there to talk about for half an hour?
Pokemon.
Oh, the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers.
Imagine if this is what Yu-Gi-Oh was about. Like, imagine if they didn't make any spin-off shows after DM was done, and it just kept being about the adventures of Yugi for 20 years.
At the Pokemon
Holy shit, you'd get so much Dark Magician support!
League tournament.
So, Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And what? He's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent
And 2-1 tournaments in 25 years! Yes!
decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
There's
We
his
should note
boyfriend.
We are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses
I
Pikachu.
still can't get over Rotom. Like, that's a creature. That's a real living thing analyzing your stuff for you. Like, can you send out the Rotoms to fight? I don't know how this works. Do they have moves? It's like sending out your... It's like getting accosted in an alleyway by an angry dog and then sending out your iPhone to go kick its ass.
Give the yellow rat enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over
You know, like a joke of sorts, you could say. But I know, I get it. It's the principle behind power scaling. You gotta take jokes seriously. This shit matters something, okay?
time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves in air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime.
Oh my
doesn't
god, it's
follow the game.
Smugleaf!
Like when Pikachu shot him
You guys remember Smugleaf? Anyone here literally old enough to remember Smugleaf?
himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy.
Just to reiterate, because I have to do it every time Pokemon is a subject, I really don't know enough about this series at all, considering how prevalent it is in the circles of my interests. But I like keeping it that way. I like knowing just enough about Pokemon because I'm really not interested in any more than that.
Opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics,
You know which games I played? I played half of Platinum. I played like a third of Emerald. My first Pokemon game was the second Pokemon Ranger on the DS. And I played Violet on an emulator for like an hour. I'm like, this is not for me.
it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy
I've been hearing that Zaza is good. I'm gonna be honest. I wish the new Pokemon, the new Digimon game had swapped playstyles. Like, because I really enjoy the real-time Digimon stuff from the World Series, and Digimon and Pokemon ZA is doing the whole real-time stuff, but with like, you know, more depth and whatever. Meanwhile, Digimon is just straight up turn-based, and I know people enjoy that. That's fine. It's just I like it being a little more distinct than that.
bikes. They are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him
Also, my favorite Pokemon is Heracross, just so it's clear.
carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim! Or
So
that's-
what Pokemon? Oh my god, I keep saying Digimon. My brain is wired wrong. I mean wired right. What Pokemon is he gonna be using? Because he can only have 6. They're not just gonna have him have an army of Pokemon for this, are they?
What I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios, give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just
Okay, this better come up during the Yu-Gi-Oh segment too while they're at it.
get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
If Yugi can use 40 cards, Ash can use 40 mons. That's a false equivalence.
Wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees.
Ash, fucking Yugi always has 40 cards on him. Ash always has 6 Pokemons. That's not how that works.
Fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge.
How many more leagues did he fumble after that, though?
Side beam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a blast.
I still remember the shitstorm about the XY finale.
Move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out.
Oh boy, we're doing the Pokédex method of measuring power. This is gonna go great.
Helix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusk Noir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
Actually, the rap didn't go that far.
With new regions, soar new flying types.
Also, yeah, I've seen a bunch of the anime when I was a kid, obviously. For some reason, I was really enamored with the second movie. I don't know why. Just, I thought Lugia was the coolest thing ever. I thought the villain had a cool plane. And there was a bunch of Ash and Misty shipping material in it, and I was into that, I guess.
Like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh,
Okay, we're not. Is Ash gonna start just throwing hands with Yugi? Is he gonna get him in a chokehold? That's how he's gonna win after all the Pokemon get bitched?
this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime. The stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his
I don't like that Mr. Mime face. I don't want to go back to that. That scared me, actually.
pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with
Oh, he's got aura. No, he fucking doesn't.
souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges
It's crazy how Lucario is called the aura Pokemon despite having none.
enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys. But boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds.
Yeah, I've seen the new Mega Lucario. That shit looks grim. That's bad. I didn't know you could make him look worse.
Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the
I didn't know about that little detail. What the fuck? We won't even need Shadow Games for this.
ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones. Who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team
Yeah, but very slowly.
battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right. But no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even
So he's just gonna have every Pokemon, okay.
swallows him up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Oh my god. Gengar's tits are huge.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is the
What happened to the WODs of the anniversary streams? Oh, I only recently realized people, like, really wanted those kept up. I mean, I didn't delete them, I just let them, you know, fucking, like, dissipate. I didn't think they were that special, it was just kind of me talking. I'm sorry if you, like, really wanted to watch those. Those were never, like, meant to go up on YouTube or anything, just like a little special stream, whatever. I guess I should have saved them. Oh well. So, listen, I'm very, like, pedantic for no reason about the shit I keep up.
Ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legend?
Do they, like, do that, or do people exaggerate how strong the legendaries are? Because what I know about Arceus is that he's apparently God, but he got done in by, like, missiles.
Legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4Kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash
Thank
did
you,
his
4
best,
Kids.
And he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So, he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Okay, now give me the stuff I care about.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch
I'm good. Oh my god, they have 2 sponsors in one video? They must be racking shit in. Alright, let's see.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle.
No
It said
spoilers,
the one who solved
guys.
The puzzle would pass judgment on evil, and in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Accurate so far.
Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game
Age 18, that's not true.
shop.
But little did he know.
I don't think he has a canon age. I think he said, like, it's somewhere mentioned he... Actually, they might be going off of, like, Dark Side of Dimensions ending, so...
Completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Friends with Bobobo, okay. Real, recognize real. Elite ball knowledge. Elite Bobobo knowledge.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey,
Ash better watch the fuck out if he brings up Bobobo.
Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your
It's called Magic and Wizards, actually. Oh my god, it's Stone Ogre Grotto. You know, like a cave.
down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously...
Okay, so they are accounting for Season 0. That's interesting. Wondering how this is gonna go. Prediction. The monster duel is gonna somehow turn out in Ash's favor. Then Yugi is gonna get him into a shadow game, and then Ash is gonna, I don't know, tackle him and then punch him in the face.
Messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucination.
Well, one thing I've seen is that people theorized Yugi is gonna try to use Time Wizard on Ash, and then Ash is gonna go, I never age, haha, so it doesn't work on him. Yugi doesn't have Time Wizard. That's Joey's card. So, no, it can't happen.
It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with...
It was Yugi's card at first, but this is apparently taking place after Darkseid, so...
Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their...
Oh, they really picked the most flattering shot for everyone here. You gotta... Everyone loves that one shot of Taya and Darkseid with the ice cream. Well, let's get a replay on that with my magic rewinding powers.
And made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey.
Did you guys know that apparently in Japan they had quote-unquote 4D screenings of Dark Side of Dimensions that released smells based on the scene, and whenever Taya was on screen there was a really strong perfume scent in the entire theater.
Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh. Offense...
Okay, hold up. You know, here. Okay.
And spells for...
First time I've seen cards represented with, like, scenes from the show like this.
Effects and traps
They didn't even have to do that, but that's cool. Is that the Grim Reaper?
for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh.
That looked weird. Like, they edited it, but... No, I guess it's just the scene was composited weird. The cards look like they were photoshopped onto here.
Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very
Nice
clever
reference, I
strategist.
guess.
His style works best at maximizing the use
Oh, that's
of
a
so-called
pretty popular
terrible
piece of
cards.
trivia.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
So, like, what the fuck are we measuring here? This was supposed to be card effects, as roundabout of an implementation as of the concept of effects as Duelist Kingdom was. This is like in-universe card game rules, not a real physical fight that was happening as it is with Pokemon.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning. And the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds.
Okay, I guess he is using Time Wizard. Whatever. Fuck you.
It's a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry...
Wait, what was it? Now, Time Wizard. Yugi summon another card to the field. Planter comes to the Time Wizard card. Dazed-looking magician appear, raising his magic wand. Time magic. Yu-Gi-Oh! Novel. Automatic Giant. What the hell is that? What? Yu-Gi-Oh! Novel. What the fuck? A novelization of the first two story arcs of the manga written by Katsuhiro Chiba. I literally never knew this existed. What the fuck? Alright, I kneel. Actually, no, I don't kneel. What the fuck? You pulled out a Japanese exclusive novelization of the manga just to mention what Time Wizard does? You can watch the show. You can read the manga that the novelization is based on. What kind of fucking ass backwards way is this of like digging out lore? What is this? Like literally the first time I hear about this in my life.
Time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry,
Power scaling one I keep up. I guess, you know, I'm not built out for this.
you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portal.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Now you bring up that's not how the card game works? We are so past the card game. I don't think the way that the card game works is relevant in this discussion at all, actually.
We're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which
Oh, really? So you used the novelization?
can differ from the real-world card game.
I'm so baffled. Literally, I've never heard about that in my life, and here are these guys pulling it up for no reason.
Also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards.
I guess if they treat this like a Pokemon battle, a card that does a turn jump could be useful in a way, but I know I saw from the preview that it's not gonna be a turn-based fight or anything.
Like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if it...
Yeah, you know, Dimension Sphinx, not like Magic Cylinder or anything. It's Dimension Sphinx. Everyone knows Dimension Sphinx. What, you guys, your mind doesn't immediately go to Dimension Sphinx when you think of damage resurrection cards?
His monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Oh yeah, Mirage Ruler. What?
Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the Mind Reader was stumped.
What does Pot of Greed do in this context? It lets you add 2 more high potions to your inventory.
Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls.
Okay, what is that
They're
from?
somehow expected to be fit enough to...
Let's account for Prisman's laser travel distance velocity. Okay.
dodge.
This is from goddamn Capsule Monsters. Are you serious? You said you're only accounting anime and manga. This shouldn't count as either. This is like marketing fan fiction.
Lasers.
Again, I know, power scaling 101. This is an entirely different show.
Resist getting their souls ripped out and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis.
Tristan FTL feat. That's what I'm talking about. I knew he always had it in him.
Rain down meteors and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed...
You know, you are right. Using Capsule Monsters, that does make it easier to compare. They should have just used Capsule Monsters as the entire reference point for this. Like, it's the closest thing you can compare it to.
Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him
People
out.
actually watch this? Oh boy, not only do they actually watch it, they will kill each other over it.
These cards were Slifer, the electric dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different.
Referring to Slifer as the electric dragon is so strange to me. That's like a level 7 that you've never seen summoned past 6th grade.
Ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey.
It is not wrong, it's just, you know, I've never seen it referred to as that.
To claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Okay, let's let's unpack this real quick. So, using stars as a reference point for strength, you know, common rookie mistake. You can show a Yu-Gi-Oh card to anyone that hasn't played the game in God knows how many years, and they'll immediately look to the stars. They'll look to the stars to see how strong the card is. But that card they just showed that had less stars than the gods in question can remove 2 of them from the field rather easily, actually.
The 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are...
So Grand Neos, if I'm remembering correctly, as you can see on the screen, has this handy bouncing effect that I'm pretty sure only Obelisk is immune to.
5 to 9 stars.
Also, you literally, if you need to measure strength, bro, you can look, instead of this number up here, you can look to this handy number down here. Grand Neos can also beat up 2 of the god cards rather easily, depending on the circumstances.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole.
What the fuck? What? Is it? What? Huh? Where did you? What? Who the fuck pulled out Darkhold Dragon for this? Is Power Scaler Brain just looking up the biggest thing and then just like going, yeah, that's it. Okay, Darkhold. It's called Darkhold Dragon. It's a Darkhold. It's the laws of physics. That's how the dragon works. Yeah, that's it. Darkhold Dragon. Super interdimensional robot galaxy destroyer. Literally destroys galaxies. Yeah, you can do that in Yu-Gi-Oh. So Ash gets washed, you know, because you can't destroy galaxies in Pokemon.
Planet alignment moves solar systems.
Yeah, it moves solar systems, dude. That's what I'm talking about. What does Glow Neos do? Please enlighten me.
Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
Jaden is universal level, higher than universal. Ash, what? Forget about Ash. Jaden might clear Goku.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was...
Darkhold Dragon is a level 8, means any level 9 or higher monster is stronger than a Darkhold. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. And a Rabid Dragon can take on Beerus.
Time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the card.
Okay, I imagined they were gonna resort to the whole wishing monsters to life for this, so whatever, I don't really have anything to add to that.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi...
Yes, it is a dueling skill, but also the Destiny draw is just something they nebulously do have in the show whenever they need it, so, you know, might as well visualize it with the dueling skill.
Drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
Okay, how does Ash get over this one? Oh, this bad boy.
He's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed.
Okay, dodged light speed lasers. Harakti's light created the multiverse. Atem blocked a full power blast from Zork. Overcame Pegasus' mind reading and other tricks. As Dragon Master Knight caused a blast that was visible from space. Destroyed the Millennium Ring as it enveloped all existence in darkness. Won Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, and other tournaments. You know, just a little feat there. Nothing too big of a deal compared to dodging light speed.
Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was...
You guys see that image of, sorry, just want to bring this up.
He no longer needed Atem's help to
I think I retweeted it a few weeks ago, but there was that, you know how they made that retrain of needle fiber? There was a fan art someone made of needle fiber walking out like this, and then the next image, he awkwardly struts back to the door, scratching his head like, okay, so, hi guys.
His bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
Our friends are Raytheon. 3 goddamn sponsors, Jesus Christ.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the
I mean, it is basically wrestling, so...
data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels.
Alright, so what is Pot of... I was gonna say, what does Pot of Greed do in this scenario? But you know, I've been pitching this idea for real-time Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while now. Just play cards! Forget about turns, just fucking play cards.
Later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to death battle!
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's cool. Dark Magician starts smacking with the rod. What the fuck is this song? Suno AI, please generate me a cool Rhapsody-style anime song.
You okay, Pikachu?
Why does the crocodile have sunglasses?
This Furon 4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack.
Yugi's iconic Lightning Blade and Excalibur.
And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with Quick Attack. Everyone else, back him up. Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Space!
Yay, everyone's favorite. That's kind of cute.
I get it. Good Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Oh, he does have an army, okay. Sure. Whatever.
Charizard, I choose you!
Okay, Yugi, now you summon 40 monsters. It's only fair. Well, yeah, why didn't they bring up Yugi's iconic Ragnarok, which he used to beat Merrick? That summons 40 monsters. What do we got here? Okay, we got everything, I see. They didn't forget Gandora. Oh, this is a combination of Yugi and Yami's deck. I guess that makes sense. You gotta do the laser. Gotta do the Gandora laser. What the fuck? How does Lucario do that? That's BLS and Gandora. Did BLS even do anything? Was it just standing there? Ah, damn. If only Giant Soldier of Stone destroyed the moon on time, this wouldn't have happened.
Aha!
That's a cool Slifer animation. I thought they were gonna rip off the Jump Force summon animation, which actually looks pretty good, but it's kind of close to it, but it's something. That was my favorite part so far. Wait, what is that? Oh, Gengar, okay. Break Gengar, oh. What is he doing? Oh, like absorbing him back into the puzzle? I don't think that's how that works, unless Gengar is an ancient spirit. Which he might be. Kill him, Greninja!
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
That's a pretty good shot.
I just need to believe.
Why 250? Because it's really close to 0. They were leaving Jaden on 50 for like half the duels in GX.
In the heart of the cards.
Oh boy, the bitrate is shitting itself.
Pokemon!
Haruxi!
Is Ash stupid? Why did he think that's a Pokemon? What's wrong with you?
This is it! Magicians! Flash burning magic!
That's a Bakugan, you stupid bitch. The clutch swords.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
They're gonna beat the shit out of him. Yo, he's got Clothes Beam.
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder! I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
I was giving them shit for Dimension Sphinx earlier instead of Magic Cylinder, but never mind.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Is that it? Okay. Can't imagine a better ending. Magic Cylinder, GG. Sure, fuck it. Yeah, that was funny.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
KO! Oh, my childhood.
This is funny because if this was a death battle from like 5 or so years ago, Ash would have died in a gore explosion, and Yugi would have still walked away the same, like, nice duel, man. Catch you later. All his jibs are all over the place.
Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters.
Yes, please do. I can tell you what strategy prevailed here. It's setting a magic cylinder at the start.
Experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale, since he wasn't in charge for very long.
I was just surprised that they didn't really do anything with, like a Season 0 Shadow game or anything. Honestly, for everything they could have done with this, that was kind of uninteresting. It was mostly just a brawl. Like, the funniest part of this whole thing was the magic cylinder that came at the end.
Long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively.
Gengar War was kind of that. I mean, not really. That wasn't a Shadow game. That was just like, oh, the Millennium Puzzle absorbed spirits. Whatever.
Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable. The cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
Genuinely, like, Yugi wins with Magic Cylinder is the kind of shit that you pull out as a joke, as the most obvious thing that could happen. I didn't think that was actually what they were gonna do. See what I mean? Like, they didn't do enough fun with the concept.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse style
With
win.
Mirror Force have been better. I mean, it's still like a battle trap win, and it doesn't deal damage, so Yugi would have to get in there and start fist fighting Ash. See, that's where they could have used that strength feat.
Was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon.
I mean, yeah, Greninja cutting out the puzzle was kind of neat. If you take into account that the puzzle was relevant to the fight with the Gengar stuff. It's kind of neat stuff in here, but mostly just like a brawl. It could have been more interesting.
Invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome,
Yami has more aura, and he didn't even have to work to master it.
only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough
Yeah.
to chop trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him,
Yeah, that's
man.
what I'm talking
Well,
about.
Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
Okay, I see. Sure.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So,
Well, I usually ask the opposite, but please delete the WOD of this.
it all
Listen, I'll play something after this. It's not gonna be all just me watching a fucking death battle.
comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are
Right, I don't really need to hear the reasoning for this because the idea is stupid in the first place.
reliant only on his
No more Mega Evolution, and so on.
Blah blah blah.
no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash.
Sloss Media, this should lie. What's the general reaction to this? How are people feeling about this? Like it or not, someone's childhood is freaking dying today. Why? Ash got turned to stone like in that movie. I think that's a pretty decent way to do the whole childhood thing without turning him into red paste the way they usually did. Yugi also fought a multiversal being. Big episode when I got 3 sponsors. Oh yeah, I fucking love when the YouTubers I watch get 3 sponsors. Jason Page, the singer for the original opening for the Pokemon anime, helped with the music for this fight. Oh, that's kinda neat, I guess. Where's your sponsor, Rada? I never had one, but if enough of my fans want me to do a sponsor, then scratch his head. I guess I could do one. Let's get the fuck out of here right now. The new Nuclear Throne update came out. I like playing robot. He finds better tech and can eat weapons. Alright, Death Battle, huh? How far it's come. From really, really badly animated fanfiction to just kind of animated fanfiction. Wow, wow, wow. I don't remember, like, what was the first Death Battle I watched, but I know that from the start, I mean, I probably tuned into one of those first Goku vs. Superman videos, and I was like, well, that's stupid, but I didn't really care much for, I never cared much for power scaling, like, ever, even as a kid, but, so I wasn't, like, upset about the result or anything. I just found it jarring how violent it was for no reason. Like, why are these guys, like, killing each other in the first place? Like, they wouldn't do that. But you know, that's what people tune in to see. But I've noticed, like, with a few recent death battles that I was curious about, that they like strayed a little bit away from the whole Gorsplosion endings and everything because it was a little ridiculous tonally. They still do it when, like, the tone of the series they're doing can, like, warrant it, but otherwise it's mostly like trying to stay true to the vibe of the media they're using the characters from. The actual scaling is just nonsense, yes. Like, the power scaling as an activity can be fun, but like, the moment you start taking it even, like, remotely seriously when comparing 2 entirely different series is, like, you have toddler brain, I am sorry. Yes, please, Ramo Max on Robot would be nice. How's the volume, by the way? Did you not like the new Beat Break episode? Yes, it was very good, probably the best one so far. Every time I see Digimon Beat Break, I think of Shake saying Beetroot. You won't Beat Break. You won't fucking beat break. And Tamers. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like that it's dark. Not it's not like excessively dark, but it's tonally, it's a pretty engaging show. It doesn't feel like baby shit like they tend to do with a lot of hobby anime these days. It reminds me of, you know, Tamers and stuff. It's handling some dark topics. It's pretty cool. It's not for kids, by the way. Yeah, it looks like Digimon, but it's actually really mature and dark. And only over the age of 46 should be able to watch this. I will say, I hope Reina gets a focus episode duo sometime soon, because she kind of had one with like the with Tomoro trying to, you know, learning to work with a team. Episode 3 or 4, I'm pretty sure. But it wasn't really explicitly focused on her. This one was focused on the blonde kid and was very good. I just wanna like see more about her. I guess it'll be when she unlocks the perfect level, because she already has Wolvermon, which is a champion, and but Wolvermon can look really good when the animators are focusing on her, but a lot of the time Wolvermon looks really unflattering. Some of the shots in the new episode are really bad. But I really want Gekomon to evolve already. I know Tamers took like 9 episodes for Yilmon to evolve, and that was fine. But this is like unprecedented that it's taking this long for the protagonist rookie to evolve to champion. It's kind of insane. Notice how I'm mixing up Japanese and English terms for evolution levels, and I just decided to do that. I'm never gonna say ultimate level for anything. It goes rookie, champion, perfect, mega. Because they decided they're gonna be annoying about it, so I'm gonna be annoying about it too. I really shouldn't be going around with an explosive weapon in the sewers, but fucking whatever. Yeah, the Gekomon might Dark Digivolve next episode. My theory is that he will fully evolve into champion by episode 12. Because it would be a little ridiculous to keep him going in Rookie past that. It's like past the first fifth of the show. And this two-parter was like one of the characters' focus episode, and then, you know, Tomoro should probably have his own. I like that Kyo has something going on beneath the surface. I want to see what's going on with that guy, what this whole deal is. Very mysterious guy. In hobby anime shows, you always need one grown-ass man who has some kind of ulterior motive that'll drive the plot forward. Otherwise, the kids are just messing around. I can never decide. Bloodlust is in the lineup, whatever. Usually I just do the skip to get to stage 4 faster, but I'm streaming, so I might as well do it properly this time. Plus the skip can be like really annoying to do. Like, oh my god, I need to take no damage in the entire first level, and then I gotta get some good items by the time I reach the frozen fields or whatever it's called. Shut up. I wanna do that. Rapidly running out of ammo for this minigun. So I'm gonna eat the grenade launcher and then take the sawed-off shotgun. Kirapmon's champion level, I'm like a little torn on it because it looks cool, but it should have been a perfect level. I don't think that really looks like a champion. Ideally, champion levels should be a large monster. Or some kind of beastie, you know? Not really like a cool, sleek humanoid with badass arm blades. That's a higher stage of evolution in my eyes. I'd like to see Bakugan versus Big Beast that battle. You know, it's funny that we're having this discussion at all, because I was just... Okay, so I watched... I finally, like, kept up with Invincible. I watched all 3 seasons recently. And I noticed how much it's a pastiche of every superhero comic ever. Like, treating it... Like, taking basically every superhero comic trope and doing it as one story. I have some problems with it, but overall it's pretty fun. But I was thinking, what if this, but with like Japanese kids marketing shows, you know, like Bakugans and the Yu-Gi-Ohs and the Digimons and the Kamen Riders all as one thing, and how you would equalize the rules and the way all these different things work into one series. It was actually kind of interesting to think about. If I had any artistic proclivities, I'd try making this into like a comic or something. I say comic and not a story that I can write with my own hands on a keyboard because these things really need to be a visual medium. Or maybe they don't have to be a visual medium because, as you may recall, we just learned that there is a novelization of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Only Death Battle knows this. Nobody in history has ever brought this up before Death Battle. What was up with that? Big Dog is a pushover, but he's always got all the bodyguards around him. Okay, I think we're good. I need to get an accuracy upgrade like fucking immediately. Okay, pop rifle, it's fine. I'll eat it. Apparently this new update made it so that weapon chests can also be mimics, which is borderline satanic, but I haven't ran into any yet. I don't know if that's true or not. Twisted Metal is like 12 Zero Escape Danganronpa of the PlayStation 1 era, and I'm not sure if I want to elaborate on what I mean. I don't know if you want to try, because I don't think I could like understand that in any universe. I fucking hate the crystals so much. Why do they have so much health? Every time I touch them and I die. How does that work? Let's do the skip. And there's a skip, everybody. Hopefully I don't die in this stage. Yeah, new trains, huh? The trains came out. That came out of fucking nowhere. I mean, it didn't because I got pregnant and I gave birth, but I didn't give birth to the new trains. I gave birth to a train, but it wasn't those trains. And obviously I had to. I was surprised. You know, it was a very nice confluence of things altogether. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of busy these days because I gave birth and I need to take care of that thing. It's kind of ugly, so I call it a thing, but it's still mine. So you know, don't be too mean. I looked over the new train support, and it's neat. I'm glad that they have, how do I say this? It's weird that trains are so much of a better going first than going second deck, given that they have, you know, a monster that can hit everything for 8k plus damage in one turn. Oh god. Okay, usually when those guys are that close to you, you're dead, so I got lucky there. Stage 3, usually... Alright, I am on 3-3, never mind. I was gonna say, it's usually not this bad at the start, what the hell. How did I miss that many times? What's wrong with me? Yeah, the new... Oh my god, the new trains, pretty neat. I like that they gave them a little bit more combo ability without turning them into like 10-minute setup negate slop, you know? And they did give them a little bit more negation, you know, which is reasonable. You can't do a Yu-Gi-Oh deck nowadays without negation, and that's alright. But overall, pretty reasonable. I will say, I am a little bit concerned that the best variant so far seems to be K9 trains, and kind of the thought of that makes me want to retch. because of the spell. The spell is insane. The spell is really good. And I'm planning to use the spell for trains, not to summon K9, what's his face? The Earth Machine. K9 Earth Machine, that's his name. Noroi, thank you. The curse. Hopefully they ban it before you can play it in trains. Listen, furries and trains, I'm all for the jam, but I don't know if I wanna jam them together. Like, if Lunalight trains were a thing, okay, that would be kinda badass, but I don't like K9, okay? I'm not a big fan of K9, and I don't wanna play them with trains. I scare you. I don't like toxic weapons in this. So don't absorb me, bro. I don't like toxic weapons in Nuclear Throne because too much work. Okay, let me shoot a guy and then slowly wait for him to die. In the meantime, he can kill me 13 times over. Rada wants to run trains in Lunalights? No, I want to run trains on Lunalights. Okay, thankfully this one-shots them. Okay, Toxic Bow actually deals a decent bit of damage. It's a much better trade-away than the Toxic Launcher because you have to watch out for the explosion and the gas afterwards, and it's just such a pain in the ass to use. See this one? That's what I'm talking about. You can't trust the system. Too much gas. Too much gas in the system. Oh. I really wish I liked playing Rogue because, you know, she looks like that and I like her gimmick, but she's so bad. Let me try. Yeah, I'll make a video about the new trains. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played trains in literal years. Of course, I built them when Master Duel came out because, you know, just for the sake of having trains in Master Duel, because it's me, epic train guy and everything. Train Chungus, if you will. That's what my mother called me at birth. And everyone called her insane, but now I know she was clairvoyant. Obviously I'm not too big of the current state of the game because, you know, nobody is, but when I go out there and I playtest and I have fun with my friends, that's fun. And if a deck is fun when I'm doing that, that's grounds enough for me to make a video about it. Do I still need to kill those guys? I mean, they're an excess spawn. So this character's gimmick is that she keeps, you know, having guys spawn during the stage that attack you. And that's really not good because that's something you don't want to be happening in Nuclear Throne. However, to counterbalance that, she also has this, which is pretty good. This is one of my favorite roguelikes, by the way. Very simple game, you can beat it in 10 minutes if you're good. I'm not particularly good. I think my best is like 11 minutes. But I would recommend it. A new update just came out. It is a 10-year-old game, but don't be dissuaded. Games made before 2 years ago can still be good. If you can believe that. I keep thinking about how when the fucking dude Kai Cenat beat Bloodborne and said, "Bro, I never thought I could enjoy a game from 2015." So fucking true. Not gonna deal with that, sorry. Bye. Yeah, the game has a 60 FPS cap now. This game, this pixel art thing, could only be played in 30 FPS for like 10 years. Why did they do that? Usually I take Throne Butt on everyone by default, but it's not particularly good on Rogue. Yeah, I didn't think I could enjoy a game from 2025, exactly. I've been playing this PS2 game called Maximo Goes to Glory. It's kind of insanely good, but with the worst camera ever. It's a Ghosts and Goblins offshoot, I'm pretty sure. And it's 3D, and it's... I was talking on Twitter a while ago about how video games are afraid to inconvenience you nowadays. Maximo Goes to Glory makes you pay money to save. It doesn't give a shit. And I'm a big fan of that. I love games where, like, every goddamn step, every room, I need to consider what I'm doing. Come on. Uh-oh. You came on too hard. I don't know what my game of the year is really so far. This year has kind of been quiet. It's kicked off the year with, what is it, Dynasty Warriors Origins. I thought that could be a nice little bit of fun, given how much they're changing up the formula and everything. And it was, but it hasn't really stayed in my mind like at all. January also had Beyond Citadel. That's definitely my top 3 of the year, mostly because not much else came out. Very strong artistic direction, extremely perverted and all that, but that's a plus, I mean. Interesting plot, to say the least. But nothing else comes up like immediately in the first half of the year. I still actually haven't started Digimon Time Stranger. I keep saying I'm gonna start it when I'm good and ready and I can stream it and have fun. And it's gonna take a while, but it's fine. And I keep, you know, not doing it. I'll get around to that sometime, but possibly won't beat it this year because, you know, it's an RPG. It's a long-ass game. A friend put me onto this thing called Off the Devil, which is like a Ace Attorney style visual novel investigation game with morally dubious lesbians, which is pretty cool. What else we got? Alright, fucking Unbeatable comes out in a few days. And I'm curious how that'll go because, man, the aesthetics are great and it's got really good vibes, but I was 50-50 on the writing in the demo because I'm not sure if the main character is supposed to be as unlikable as she turned out to be to me. But I'll still see because, you know, I really like the presentation and stuff. You genuinely just rattled me, Rada. I'm moving everything out of my living room and my PS2 games are all in one box. I just had Maximo in my hands not 10 minutes ago. In real life, I felt like more in my fucking walls than that. Oh. Soon I'll be out of your walls. And in your kitchen. Maximo's good. Apparently they made a sequel. And apparently, you know who composed the music for Maximo? Tommy Tallarico! Mama's beloved boy. Uh-oh. More cops. Die. You know, an Unbeatable demo, like... I don't know, it was a mix of conflicting feelings of like, wow, this is really cool, really good art, really good vibes. Like, I keep going to vibes, but sometimes you just gotta compliment a game's vibes. But at the same time, I'm like wondering where this story is going. Because, like, it very much advertises itself as a freaking epic, yeah, punch cops, do crime, do music and all that, but then you play the game and the main character is doing a lot of, kind of not good stuff. Well, we'll see how it goes. Apparently this is a mutation not recommended, but I'm built different, so... That guy. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the Nuclear Throne meta on nuclearthroneweeklies.org.gov. I was hoping Mina the Hollower would come out this year, but rip to that, I guess. Apparently they're kind of in a dire situation when it comes to, like, the guys behind Hollow Knight making Mina the Hollower are afraid they might go under if Mina the Hollower doesn't sell at least like 200,000 copies. And I'm thinking, you guys made Hollow Knight, you'll probably be okay. What I would say, Hollow Knight? Shovel Knight, not Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight, Jesus Christ, right! Silk Song was a good game. I enjoyed Silk Song. I completely forgot about that. Thank you, Yacht Club, for being a Knight-type studio. I forgot about the other Knight game. Yeah, Mina the Hollower's demo very clearly needed some tuning, and I'm glad they delayed it to give it some of that, particularly in the legibility department, because a platformer being that... It's not explicitly a platformer, but a game with platforming having that little legibility behind foreground and background is really bad. But I like its aesthetics, I like the main character, I like some of the stuff it's going for, I'm interested how it turns out. I really want the splinter gun and not the goddamn sticky launcher, but... I don't have enough ammo for the thing. Alright, I forgot, she also blows up when touched by enemies. And that's good, because it damages my enemies, but also it confuses me. I keep thinking I'm taking more damage than I am. Okay. I mean, yeah, Maximo does kind of look like medieval because it's a cartoony fantasy game and there's skeletons in it. And I spent so much goddamn time as a kid trying to find medieval because I played it for 5 minutes at a cyber cafe and then I didn't end up like remembering the game's name. I only remember the box art and it was Medieval 2 specifically. So I kept looking up the game with the skeleton hand on the front. And I couldn't find it until years later when I stopped caring to find it. I've used up all the portal strikes. Jesus Christ, this character is awful. Awful. It's awful. I like characters in these kinds of games that kind of break the rules, like instead of collecting radiation canisters, she collects charges for the portal strike. What did she just say? What the fuck? Oh. Just kill everything, fuck it, fuck it. Yeah, this is how you play. I always get too passive and defensive in games that I'm used to, like, yeah, you know enough here to be careful, so, be careful, don't die. Meanwhile, first time around, it's like, yippee, yahoo! Super Splinter Gun is also good, but I'm so low on ammo. Jesus Christ. Get me out of here. Always keep an eye on your ammo. Yes, sir! Fuck me. I know she's saying low ammo in whatever alien language they use. Like, when a character in this game spawns, they say something in a fictional language that they made up for this game. It's pretty cool. These guys made like 3 video games, but have mastered game feel out of it, and then they never made anything again. They should get back to that. Apparently, like, one of the founders of Lambeer, like, bought it back from fucking Rami Ismail and might make more games, I don't know. But all of their games just feel good to play. Fucking Super Crate Box. You wouldn't expect a game called Super Crate Box to have good gun feel, but it does. This lightning pistol, I hate using the lightning weapons. Very unreliable. Actually, they're some of the best weapons in the game, so... Fuck. I hate when that happens, like, looking up something about a game that I think is kinda shit, and then everyone is saying literally the best thing in that entire game. Or, oh man, this boss is kinda hard. Literally the easiest boss ever made. If you die to this, you should stop playing video games. I'll never shut up how that was my experience with Crystal Sage in Dark Souls 3. Like, oh my god, this guy is a pain in the ass. And then, like, a thread full of people going, is Crystal Sage supposed to be this easy? Yeah, it's basically the pinwheel of this game. Like, fuck you, dude! I made me feel like a fucking kindergartner here. Shut up. Shut up, die. God, I hate the golden tanks. No, 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 no. Let me just, can you just let me have some things? Blood launcher. Blood launcher. Not the obelisk. So that guy can obelisk, and you don't want him to do that. There we go. I'm not gonna keep the blood launcher, sorry, bye. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna give you the honor of killing you. You annoyed me too much. I think this is the boss stage, though. And this boss is the worst boss in the game. Yep, okay. So, you're just playing, you're just walking around, having fun with your nuclear throne, and then he will drop from the sky and deal massive damage. There he is! I'm right in the fucking line of fire, yep. Die. Yeah, there's no way of surviving this. Yep. Huge pain in the ass. Steroids is my favorite character, but I want to try beating the game with more guys. And do some loops. Fish can roll, that is true. Fuck it, let's do ice. Let's start swinging. It's insane, like, Lil Hunter is genuinely harder than both of the throne phases. Oh! Exactly what I need. Just stop hitting me and we're golden. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. Yeah, that happens sometimes. You just gotta take it. Ow. Yeah, that was not gonna work. Let's play it normally. You know, like a normal person, going around the stage, killing bad guys, storming the gates, making a boatload of money. What the fuck am I shooting? Ooh. I need to stream something with Jimbles again. We were thinking of like what different pathetic aesthetics we could do. Okay, we could do Digimon? No, like what kind of Digimon? Like every Digimon? That's not gonna work. The X antibodies? There are only so many ways you can say this guy is Disco Lights. Well, we'll figure something out. We should just stream like one entire video game again. I was like, earlier this year I was, man, those like Rayman 2, Mega Man 11 streams were fun, where we just played an entire video game for 7-8 hours. 6-7 hours? What? But, I don't think I have it in me anymore, you know, that's a lot of time, and I'm always like, tired after a while. But then, like, pretty sure it was earlier this year, maybe last year, I'm not sure, we played Dark Souls with a shitty translation mod for like 8 hours straight. That went just fine, so maybe when I'm done with the Maximo 1 I can fire up the second game. Although the difficulty of that would probably drive me insane at some point. Well, that would just make for a better stream, I guess. Oh no. Right, eyes can deflect projectiles, I should make some use of that. Did you guys know about that? It says it in the tooltips. You forgot to read the tooltips. You forgot to read the tips for your tools. I was thinking of like maybe streaming, this is a while ago, but while I was getting into Transformers last year, I was thinking maybe stream Transformers Fall of Cybertron with Jimbles? Because, you know, the dynamic of me talking about something that I have extensive knowledge of while Jimbles riffs is very fun. But I don't really have extensive knowledge of Transformers still to this day, despite, you know, having engaged in a lot of it. I do have that deluxe Beachcomber coming in soon, because the Skybound comics really sold me on Beachcomber. I really like that type of character of like militant pacifist who realizes that maybe this like total refusal to engage in any conflict whatsoever doesn't quite work out to protect people, so he, you know, throws himself out there to at least protect somebody. Because war is really, really bad. I'm not playing Kamen Rider Seigi no Keifu on stream, I'm sorry. I'm not pulling out a translation app every time I need to see how to open a door. Transformers Beast Wars characters on sex appeal. Ah, man. Well, obviously Rat Trap, top 1. Can't beat this sexy fella! Oh, honey, can we please not do the Megatron thing in bed again? Yes! Duly noted and ignored. You've seen Megatron's two-headed dragon form for victory. Did you see Megatron from Car Robots 2001? Oh my god. It's Gigatron. A modern legacy Transformer designer cowers in fear in front of the 6-form Gigatron. 2001 Robots in Disguise / Car Robots show is genuinely my favorite aesthetic for Transformers ever. I don't know if the show is any good or not, I haven't seen the whole thing, I've watched like a few episodes, very much like early 2000s kids show, but just the way it looks and all the designs... Oh my god, I just fired a grenade. It's just kind of a perfect way for Transformers to look, I think, how the Autobots and Decepticons get like entirely different visual flair going on, because the Decepticons are repurposed from unused beasts, so they just made them all animals, and that's cool! And all the robot designs are awesome, and the color palette for the whole show is just nice. That and animated are my two favorite like visuals for Transformers. Yeah, I finished animated also last year. That was a neat little show. I wish they had time to, you know, finish it, but it's not exactly what I like out of Transformers, but it's a good show. Very kind of low stakes, character-driven comedy, city level stuff. It's neat. It's cute. Okay, I have a melee weapon now, which is, you know, ideal for Eyes, but not an ideal stage for melee. This is how you play Eyes, by the way. You sit in a corner, you hold right click, and the enemies come to you. That didn't connect with the barrel, are you kidding me? Is that how just Nuclear Throne in general plays? Well, no. Because usually you gotta go around getting the enemies, and as Eyes, they come to you. And most of the time, you don't even gotta look them in the face, because you kill them around the corner, like a little bitch. Like this. Peekaboo! I see you. Yahoo! That is the entrance to the secret stage, to the pizza sewers, but I don't see any explosive weapons here, and frankly I would rather not be firing them inside here. Oh, I hate those gators. Back when the first Michael Bay movie came out, my dad accidentally parted Transmorphers and I watched the entire movie waiting for Optimus. Oh god. I'm so sorry. So sad to hear that the Asylum mockbuster strategy actually worked on some people. They call this honorable gaming. Why go outside where it's scary when can stay inside with shovel? I get why people would be nostalgic for like the Michael Bay Transformers movies if they'd seen them as kids, but man, even as a kid, I just thought they were stupid and fucking boring. I'm not trying to sound like a little smarty pants over here, but man, holy shit, as a kid, I just wanted to see the robots fight, and you would think, okay, there is a lot of that, but turns out I wanted to have a little bit more substance. Sorry. Fucking... There is a lot of really bad character writing in those movies if you want to get to from one robot fight scene to the next. And when you do, they look like metallic diarrhea. It's not great. Some of the designs I like. Usually when it's a movie original character like Blackout, they tend to look pretty nice. I do kind of want a studio series Blackout. But otherwise, I'm really not nostalgic for those because it got no Transformers music, all the designs are kind of fugly. It drives me insane seeing people like revision it into, oh man, the fucking live-action Transformers movies have such good live-action robot designs. And I look at this and think, this was designed by a person who fucking hates giant robots. I don't really care much about any of this. It's fine, I guess. Just the live action Transformers movies kind of contributed to that feeling I had as a kid of watching an adaptation of something and thinking, I guess when you make something live action, it just has to look boring, because, you know, things are boring and realistic in real life. Meanwhile, I'm seeing nowadays people talk about how awesome the Transformers looked in the Bayverse movies, and I feel like I'm going insane. Oh man, those first 3 movies were so good. What are you talking about? Everyone was taking the piss out of these even when I was a kid. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take on Big Dog with a shovel, but might as well try. Oi, 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 oi. Honor Gaming. You wanna bait out the snipers so you can tell where they are. Ah, don't you want Linkin Park playing over Optimus saying the most brain-dead inspirational quotes? I mean, that ending do kind of go a little bit hard, but the way Optimus is otherwise written in those movies is fucking terrible. Like, I tried caring. Like, when I was going through Transformers last year and checking out the live-action movies again, I was trying to reason Optimus's writing as, okay, this is an Optimus from a setting where the war has gone on for so long that he's just fucking over it and has gotten really cranky and just wants the Decepticons dead and gone. But even if you account for that, the movie doesn't really do much to portray it or anything. Sometimes people argue, oh, why do you hate the Bayverse movies but like the Skybound comics so much when Optimus still like kills a bunch of the Decepticons in that? Because he's written well in those, smartass. And the humans aren't nauseatingly awful. Whoa. I read the IDW comics. Oh, man, I tried. I really wanted to give them a shot, but all the ones that people were telling me are really good, I didn't care for, and all the ones that apparently were really bad, I liked. So, evidently, something is off there. I may have to check them out again at some point to see, to really crystallize my opinion. Over here, buddy. Over here, buddies. You know, sometimes the telekinesis just gets a little quirky. I like that whenever the Bayverse movies are brought up, people immediately go, oh, Transformers Age of Consent laws. That's the one thing anyone remembers about that fucking movie. Yeah, I was completely checked out by that point. Like, 4th? 5th? They're making a 5th one out of these? Wrap it up! Oh. Yes, take please. I don't like the laser rifle. Not really big on laser weapons unless I have the upgrades, so I'm gonna keep splintering it. The song in this stage is really funny. What's with this like little bass line in the background? Dun, 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 dun. Alright, there we go. Oh my, what an opportune place for my stronger telekinesis. I killed like 40 guys and I didn't even have to look at them. Bumblebee was fun. Fun. It was fine. But very much identity crisis for the franchise type of movie. Like, okay, what'll get the people back in theaters? Like a feel-good, smaller scale Transformers movie. Not quite. Okay. Same vibe. With more characters. Rise of the Beast. We have every character in this. Whoops, it's not very good. Oh well. Shelve everything. We'll figure this out in 10 years. I'm part of that small group of people that didn't absolutely coom over Transformers 1. I thought it was a neat little movie as an adaptation of a story I'm familiar with that I think was already done better elsewhere. I know to a lot of people that was the first exposure to the Optimus Megatron backstory deal. It's not to me. I've seen this before done better, but you know, it's I don't want to say like, oh well, it's better than most of the movies that we have gotten out of Transformers, like it's a high bar. I think it's very much just like that story filtered through like a kid's movie lens with some kind of neat, edgy parts to it. I don't know if I talked about this on stream, but my most distinct memory of that movie will always be watching it with Svet last year, and then him asking me to pause it because he says, "Oh my God, someone just shot the United Healthcare CEO." What a perfect movie for that to happen during. No. I think I'm decently well equipped for Little Hunter here. If I could get a sledgehammer, that would be ideal, but... Auto shotgun, that's fine. Big fan of that one. Super crossbow, damn, kinda want both. Get me out of here. Okay, he's gonna spawn now and it's gonna be really bad. I need to clear out the place as much as I can. There he is. Oh my God, you see how much health I lost so quick? Jesus Christ. Over here, buddies. Oh, health. You know, I can just farm cops here. You know, sometimes this happens. You kill him, but then he dies, and you also die. Yes, I'm aware of Tojima, and I'm aware that a lot of people are scared of boobs, but also, I just don't like that writer, man. I wanted to like Air Gear because I like that main protagonist, but oh my God, that guy is he is not good at writing. He can come up with some wacky ass fun fight choreography, but I kinda cannot stand his writing at all. Let's try YV8 real quick. Oh, So his thing is that he's a rapper. That's it. Yes, yes, Bill Cipher, Shape Snatch, etc. You guys think Shape Snatch qualifies as a Tumblr sexy man? I'm sorry, the one whose shape was snatched. Even I slip up sometimes. Sounds like someone watch the road, kitten. I should not do this, it's Jimbo's character. It's defamation. This is to imply that the one whose shape was snatched would call somebody kitten. Except for Rado, of course. Now, when we're outlining skits, and I'm explaining to Jimbles what I want to do in the skit, what I want to happen, I don't say, and then I say this, or then I do this, I say, and then Rada. Like, it's a separate character, it's a different person altogether. Now, Perfect Blue speaks of this. Boop. Give us a hint for what comes after Jamaline. Oh, I can't. Alright. There just, you know, won't be an Archetype Archive this year. That makes me feel really bad. Because I'm gonna have to put out a train video and then there's no more room for an Archetype Archive, but I have plans, but my haters are trying to sabotage me. There are plans, but my haters are trying to sabotage me. I'll take a butt brap. Thanks. Nobody's trying to sabotage me, guys. It's a reference to TikTok. There is a plan for what comes after Jamaline, but you're gonna have to wait for an Archetype Archive for that to happen. Sorry I left you hanging for that for so long for one, but the next planned Archetype Archive is, in fact, drumroll, Blackluster Soldier / Gaia, so when that happens, that'll happen. Usually, I don't like revealing my plans, you know, the work progress before being far enough into the project itself, because you know that's generally just the thing. It demotivates you to work on something when you start showing it off to everyone with you know, work in progress stuff. But you know, I feel like this is an exception because it's been that long without a new Archetype Archive. That was really dangerous what I did there with the grenade, Jesus Christ. I need to take better care of my health. Oh no. That's really bad what's going on here. I don't have ammo. Oh no. Well, that's about it. Enough of that. What else we got? Half-Life 1. I'm doing a replay. Let's play a little bit of Maximo. Never happened to Lightstorms. Listen, I make thumbnails for all kinds of shit. Occasionally I'll just make a thumbnail for fun. I made a thumbnail for Noble Knights and Gladiator Beasts like 7 years ago. Do you see any of those videos on my channel? No, you don't. Unless, of course, you had a $100 Patreon subscription bonus of seeing those videos. Ha ha ha. Right, work with me here, OBS. I want you to capture a window. There we go. Wait, did the stream freeze? It's showing me as if it's frozen. It's probably not good. Is it stuck on loading with the NVIDIA symbol for you guys? Because if so, that's not supposed to happen. God damn it, I can't do anything right. Fuck. I'm so sorry. Display capture it is. So this is a game where you're a guy and you gotta save the world and the girl. You've never seen a game like this. Read one word from the hero's script as punishment. You know what? That's a good idea. Let me pull it up real quick. One word? Penis. This is basically like the Dark Souls in the PS2. Okay, this feels like it's really quiet. Let me just turn up in OBS real quick. Yeah, no, it's Penis Hero, Testicle Lord. This must go fucking insane without context, because oh my god, what is this brave hero doing in the Hell Brain dimension? This is, I think, the last world of the game, and this stage is the level hub for it. I need to beat 3 more stages, and presumably I will be at the final boss. So we can start here? Have I explored this hub area yet? Some stuff around here. How much gold do I have? I can buy a life. Right, you need gold for everything in this game because it has permadeath. Like when you lose all your lives, you have a run-in with the Grim Reaper, and then he takes those red coins in the top right. And if you run out of them, it is fully game over. It's done. You can never play the game ever again. They literally just straight up come to your house, snap the disc in half, and shove it up your ass. So, don't die. For the love of God, Montresor, don't die. The camera is awful. The camera fucking sucks because, okay, I want to turn the camera around. How do I do that? Let me just rotate the right stick. Oh wow, it seems to be doing nothing. Well, that's a problem. The game doesn't have real camera turning. You can do this, which is neat, you know, to survey platforms and such, enemy placements. And you can do this, but only while you're not moving, only while you're standing perfectly still and not in a location where it's disabled. And that's it, that's all you can do with the camera. It can get very unwieldy sometimes. Alright, it's a pretty linear game. It's rather obvious where you should be going in each stage. So saying that, I'm pretty confused as to why this level seems kind of expansive. The strings of one Tommy Tallarico. You know, he was on MTV Cribs. This game is full of that Ghosts and Goblins, like, leitmotif. What I'm doing here is very stupid, very risky, just kind of jumping without... Let me go. Jumping without assessing where the jump was gonna take me. That enemy can just carry you off a ledge. You really gotta time the swing to kill it before it grabs you. Before it gets handsy with you. Also, you need to finish off like half the enemies in this game by this point blank plunging attack. This looks like 40 wings. Move over, Mario. This was initially supposed to be an N64 game, but switched to PS2 through development. That might be why the camera is fucked. They didn't know they were gonna have a second analog stick. Telling my kids this was Darksiders 1. Would be a better game if this was Darksiders 1. They're finally making a fourth one and they remember there's supposed to be 4 of those motherfuckers. I'm just hoping the story progresses an inch forward since the first game. Like, imagine starting a franchise in 2008, getting like 4 games in, 17 years later, and the story hasn't moved. How do you do that? Like, I promise you, people aren't curious enough about the backstory of the Darksiders universe for you to keep doing that. Ow. It's all the Horsemen stories. I don't care about their... You can do that in spin-offs and shit. Let me experience this, like, wacky Revelations shit. In real time. What trend will the fourth one ape, I wonder? I am so concerned that they might make the fourth game a co-op looter shooter or something, because you will be controlling 4 different hack and slash characters that also use ranged weapons. Actually, I don't remember if Fury uses ranged weapons, but War and Death both had one. And if you're gonna have all 4 horsemen, there's so many different ways that could go and also go wrong. Darksiders 4 will be an MMORPG. Create your very own Darksider and engage in epic battle alongside your favorite Darksiders characters. Vulgrim, the fat shop succubus from Genesis. What was her name? Dis, I think? They knew what they were doing. You know, something unlocked when I destroyed that statue, which is presumably the intended path, but also there's this place. Got a checkpoint right next to it. Okay, there's another statue to destroy over there. Let me see what's over there first. Serious Sam's story didn't budge for 4 games either. As a Serious Sam lore enthusiast, I can't even, like, say that's wrong. Because technically, we haven't progressed since 2005. We keep going backwards. And God only knows what the implications of Siberian Mayhem are supposed to be. Oh, I fucking knew that was gonna happen. There goes me in my cow pants. Look at my pants. These don't accentuate his bulge as well as some of the other pants, though. Get down from there. Oh, I just countered the bomb! That was the bomb! Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Because of all of my illnesses. I have illnesses. I have so many illnesses. Did you know I haven't taken a full breath of air since February? It's fucked up. Give me the fairies. I love the interact sound. Yeah, no, there's, I don't know, there's some kind of, there's something that seems to be blocking my lungs. And it coincided with some stomach bloating that seems like it might have been dyspepsia, but they've treated me for that and it hasn't helped. I just really, like, I can deal with the stomach bloating, you can treat that and all that, but it's the lung blockage that's really annoying me, and I really want to get that sorted out at least before the end of the year. There's other stuff too, but that's the most pressing issue to me. Oh. Okay. Is this the intended route? Or is that shit that I opened on the other side the intended route? We will see when I get mad by going to the intended route and missing out all the goodies and the tips and the tricks. Ah. Oh, they can teleport. That's what happened last time I saw our skeleton in red pants. And he suddenly teleported. Turns out he teleported. Why did I swing that? Why did I swing while that guy was there? The bomb skeleton you see, he explodes. Of course. Typical. Of course the bomb skeleton explodes. How considerate of these bombs do you have a timer attached above them? Seriously, the shockwave hit me? I don't even care, just get out of here. Sometimes you really gotta hit them point blank, it's really annoying. Okay, bouncy thing. What else? Solve my riddle. dy divided by dx equals yx. What is y equal to? It's a false integer. Someone solve that. I want to get the prize. Can you please die? Oh my god. Equals your mom. That doesn't feel like a real equation. That shit wouldn't fly at the academy. Very sneaky upgrade placement there. What do you say, guys? A dip in the lava for an epic magic sword? Okay, worked out, because I'm so good at platforming. It's also a trap down there. Ooh, almost fell off there. Honestly, Rada fell off. He saw the platform and he didn't jump on time, so he fell off. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You didn't see that. Have to repeat that entire section. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Not even gonna front you, that happens sometimes. The bomb guys are a real nuisance, let me tell you that. You can block, in fact. I wasn't doing it, but you can block in this game. And it drains your shield power, and when you lose it, you have to find a whole different shield, and there aren't too many going around. Another thing you can do is crouch. And this is one of the least implemented, like one of the least used mechanics in any game ever, because you can't move while crouched. It only serves to damage some enemies that are specifically programmed to have a crouch interaction. Like that one. Yeah, I tend to forget it even exists because, like, I just don't use it. Okay, all the collectibles here are counted as having been collected, so let me see what's going on here. Hopefully not fall off again. The rise and fall of Ranked and Yu-Gi-Oh! It was never the same after the Maximo stream and falling off that ledge. Okay. Oh, cool. So, oh, new enemy? Oh, that's the goat! Oh, my goat. Oh, my goat fell off. No. Bad. Okay, I hear a guy. Hear a goon gooning some. Oh, hello. So grumpy about it. Fuck, you got me. What are those emblems you're collecting? They look like settings icons. The coins? Should just be the coins. Yeah. I don't actually know what's on the emblem. I'm not too well versed in the Ghosts and Goblins lore. Video games should have better sound effects for when you're drinking a potion. It should be like pop, it goes, and your character swigs it down like, and then delicious potion. So when I collect a potion, it shouldn't go blimp. It should go. Coincidentally, that's also what the sound effect for the Estus flask should be. Yeah, gluck, gluck, gluck. Perfect, not disgusting at all. Ship it. Why are we in hell? Because the evil wizard took the beautiful lady to hell. It is a tale as old as time. In fact, he should be pretty comfortable here in hell in his moo shorts. You know, because it's hot. How do I get... Oh, right, bouncing on the brain. I'm bouncing on it. I'm bouncing on it. Oh my god, I do not need that gem that bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here right now. You have to do the IRL inspection sound first. Hmm? And then you crack the glass against your forehead. And that's the ideal drinking effect for a video game. And the soundtrack is really low-key in this world for some reason. It's usually a bit more bombastic than this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I got the Boatman coin. I bought myself a few more restarts in case I get my ass whooped. See, this is what I mean by a game where you really gotta mind your every move. Like every single one of these platforms, oh my god, see? I'm wagering, okay, how much can I afford to fuck around here? Not at all. Just jump and get it over with. And when you throw in enemies into the mix, it's like, oh jeez. Oh, not the witch. Okay, I don't know if losing the shield was worth it, getting rid of that. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. It looks cool, I agree, it is very cool. Should I bother getting back up there and doing all that shit all over again? Yes, but let's try not losing all my resources up there. And not ending up in pants. Loved this game as a kid, hell yeah. I love streaming something and hearing somebody say that, because I usually stream absolute fucking nonsense that nobody has thought about in the last 10 years, so when somebody goes, yo, I love this game, that feels good. This doesn't feel good though, this is really annoying. And there goes the armor. I'm pants. I mean, it's the final world. It's hard, you know. It's just gotta be hard. You can tell it's Ghosts and Goblins. Honestly, this is the closest thing. This is the furthest I've been able to get in any game approaching the Ghosts and Goblins franchise. I tried, like, I gave a shot to the remaster of the original game that came out a few years ago. Holy shit, dude. I had to dedicate, like, a week to beating the first stage. These games do not fuck around. Oh my god. This one is a cakewalk by comparison. This is like World 4. That shit is inconceivable to me to reach in one of the 2D ones. The cursed sword. Try Demon's Crest though, that one's a bit more forgiving. Is that the one where you play as the gargoyle? Firebrand? Because I think I gave it a shot on a SNES emulator a while ago. And I thought it was cool how he had kind of like an open world SNES style mode 7 to get the missions. Is Demon's Crest the same thing as Gargoyle's Quest? Or is that a different thing? Thoughts on Dispatch. Oh, they're not gonna like me for this. I gave it a shot. I noped out of it like 10 minutes in. I cannot stand this writing, I am sorry. Not for me whatsoever. I like some of the designs, you can probably piece together which ones, but oh my god, you can fucking tell this was in collaboration with Critical Role, Jesus Christ. It's cool if you enjoy it, I totally understand it, I do not, this is not for me. Ho 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 ho! I'm a brave boy. No, I was like, yeah, this Invisigal lady looks pretty cool. Let me check this out. And I play it, and I'm like, oh, it's that type of writing. I'm good, Chief. Goodbye. I know this will find an audience very easily, but I am not in that audience. Could make a real game out of the dispatch mechanic. One Punch Man game with the play as a dispatcher would be pretty cool. Probably a better adaptation of the setting than Season 3. I'm so torn on One Punch Man because, man, like that. The manga. The changes made from the webcomic, especially in the Garo arc, really hurt it. Like, Murata did a lot of shit in that manga I straight up do not like. The people, like, a lot of people were apparently pretty cool with it. They enjoyed the aura and the powers and all that, but like Saitama's battle with Garo in the manga just completely screwed the way it was done in the webcomic. I remember reading that shit in like 2015, was it? That it came out? It was a long ass time ago. And thinking, oh man, this is gonna be amazing when it gets adapted to the manga. And then it happened and I'm like, what is this? Why did he do it like this? I just wanted to see Captain Mizuki animated well, man. Was that so much to ask? What happened to Season 3? Bandai happened. You can, like most plights inflicted upon the world, you can blame Bandai. Okay, a checkpoint would be nice. I'm probably not reaching one for a while. Okay, 1 health bar, 5 shield points, but I do have a cursed sword, so that's kinda good. Can make some use out of this. Why is there fissures on the ground? Will that hurt me? Okay, checkpoint. Amen. I'm good. I don't know why I'm just trying to beeline it through here. Oh cool, super hell. What do we got? Some skeletons, some lava, some rocks. Ooh, chains. Nice ambiance. You guys made a hell out of this place. Okay, well, I didn't realize it was an extra. I should probably change the game on the stream to Maximo so that people who like Maximo can see it and go, oh cool, Maximo, big fan. And not, oh, Kingdom of Piss? I wanted them to play this game for so long! And then they see that I'm playing Maximo and shoot themselves in the head. Slight overreaction, but reasonable. Did you guys see that Minecraft King in Yellow thing? I bitched about it on Twitter a while ago, but I didn't give it enough credit, really, because I wasn't too familiar with the source material. Because I thought the ending wasn't pulled off too well, but honestly, given what it's trying to adapt, it was as good as it could be. But I was just kind of enamored by the fact that I'm able to be this genuinely stressed by the editing and soundtrack and environmental design in a goddamn Minecraft creepypasta. It was pretty nice stuff. It's got some sauce. I hope it comes out with a second part so we can see more of that. Like I'm genuinely, the fact that I went to sleep after watching it and I woke up the next day thinking about how cool and unnerving that was. You know, should tell you miles about it. And I don't usually like partake in Minecraft creepypastas. A lot of people are calling it an ARG, but it's not really what it is. It's presented as if it's a guy solving an ARG, but it's obviously supposed to be like his own personal project, like where the fact that it's an ARG is part of the story and not something that the people themselves are supposed to solve. People are really obsessed with ARGs lately, and it's I don't really like. I understand the appeal, but it's kind of like the you had the ARG craze of the 2000s, but that was mostly like corporations and groups using it to advertise stuff. Now every goddamn indie game and horror video has to have a like community ran ARG program along with it, and it kind of annoys me. Like, your horror game can just be an experience of going from point A to point B. It doesn't have to deal with me fucking around with the files and going on websites to be scared more. How do I get over there? The armor could be nice. Could I have jumped there? No, I... What even connects to that place? Hold up. Let me just... Can I make the jump from here, or would that be immense hubris? Hold up, let me measure this. It goes down pretty damn far, but what's the distance I cover with a jump? Okay, definitely not from anywhere else. If it's gonna be from anywhere, it's here. There don't seem to be any caves or pathways up there. But wait, how would I even come back if I jumped onto that grate? Yeah, how would I come back? Could I jump back onto here? No. There is no goddamn way I could make that jump. There is no fall damage, but you don't really cover too much distance with the jump, that's why I'm concerned. Let's not fuck around here. This game... This is not a game where you can experiment too much, given that you can lose your entire goddamn save if you die too many times. Are you serious? You can't aggro past that? Come on. Whatever. The little guy's a problem because he smacks the hammer big time. Just get out of here. So the mask is interesting because what it does is when you have full armor and you grab another piece of armor, you get maximum armor, which is you're invincible for 20 seconds, but if you have the mask while doing so, you just insta-kill enemies by touching them, which is very good. But it's also a very rare situation that you get maximum armor. Maximum armor. You guys remember Crysis? Holy shit, Crysis is old enough to drink. Did you guys know Crysis? This very PC, very Western game, it had a Japanese dub, and the Crysis suit voice was fucking Norio Wakamoto. Oh jeez, that was close. Too close to comfort. Can the GameCube run Crysis? I mean, if it has more than one core, then probably not. Probably not too well. This Crysis still runs like shit because it was optimized for one core. You don't see it. I don't have my webcam on or anything, but every time I make a jump in this stage, I'm clenching up big time. Enjoy that mental image. Oh Jesus, oh god. I should not be alive. I should not have survived that. Why didn't I account for the giant evil-ass dragon head floating in midair? Oh my god. Brought a butthole cam. Yeah, this game also has this weird power-up system where at the start of the game you have 3 slots, you pick things, like you pick up these power-ups, and if you pick up any more past those 3 slots, you can swap them around with these. They're all active at the same time, but if you die, you lose all the power-ups that you have past the locked slots. And each time you beat a boss, you unlock a new slot that you can use, so I have 6 right now. And if I die, I'll lose the Mask of Sorrow. And some of these feel like essential to the game, because Mighty Blow is a front stab attack. This is really useful. Second Strike, being able to, you know, have a 2-hit chain attack, otherwise you just swing in one direction. So you basically have these 2 locked in the first place, because you really need these to play the game properly. Also, I cannot imagine playing without Throw Shield either. I guess it will be a fun challenge run to play without upgrades or anything, I'll see. No. Okay. Whew. Honestly, it's insane that this is the video game that had me thinking about the timing and swing direction of my attacks the most. Even in like less cartoony games, more centered around melee combat and shit. Because your sword can it happen here? Well, not here, but you see it can bounce off of walls. There are stages where your sword can get stuck in a piece of wood and your character takes like a few seconds to unjam it. It's really cool. So like when I'm fighting an enemy holding a shield in their left hand, it's really annoying that my starting attack comes out from that side. So I have to like figure out how to exactly approach the enemy. I wish he could start swinging from the left. Doesn't seem like it would be too big of a problem for him, but you know, whatever. Ooh, a shield. And an evil witch. An evil witch. Yoink. There we go. Okay, I was sure this is the intended progression path, but... Rod a butthole cam. See that smiling friend's self-insert shit, it's wild. What? Not smiling friend's self-insert shit. Is Dolly Dimpley a real person? Oh my god. Yeah, when you collect, I'm not really exactly sure on the mechanics still, but when you collect 50 of these fairies, and then you slam another one of these containers, you get the boatman coin. That's how it seems to work. Sometimes I hit the container while I have 50 and I don't get it, but whatever, dude. I'm Maximo. I don't care about that shit. I gotta defeat the goat. Hello? I think goat is having a little trouble with level geometry. Trying to think of what's like, what licensed PS2 era games I grew up with mainly, cause a few months ago, Backlogged, that horrible site, was doing a best of 2007 like Game of the Year throwback awards thing. I don't know in what fucking universe I could get that gem up there. I'm not even gonna try. And I realized I could make a list of my favorite 2007 games that I have mostly played way after 2007. Most of them like in the past 5 years, honestly. And I did do that, but then there was also my more honest version of that list where I just put all the like weird licensed slop games that I enjoyed when I was a kid, like fucking the B-movie game. And Asterix and Obelisk at the, Obelisk, god, I halfway through that sentence I was thinking, I'm not gonna fuck up Asterix and Obelix. Asterix and Obelix at the Olympic Games. Hold up, can I find the image? Okay. Let me show you this. This is my sincere, genuine, for real list of best video games of 2007. As soon as I get the image display to work here. God damn it. Right, here we go. So, Game of the Year, B-movie game. It's basically GTA for kids, but with bees. You literally drive around the hive in third person. You can hijack a bunch of bees' cars and go around. You can buy a house and park your cars in it. You can do little mini-game jobs as a bee. They're not very fun. It was just when you're a kid, a kid's version of GTA is the best thing you can imagine. That's why so many people have fond memories of Simpsons Hit and Run. So yeah, Game of the Year, a B-movie game, possibly better than the movie. Spider-Man Friend or Foe. Really nice, punchy beat 'em up for kids where you can play as Spider-Man and all of the bad guys too. You can do some sick combos as Doc Ock. Probably not very sick because it was a kids beat 'em up with 2 buttons. Very nice game for the time though. It had co-op too. Also look up the enemy designs from that game. They look sick as hell for like no reason. For a game nobody remembers. Best narrative, Beowulf the game. I mean, it's literally the epic of Beowulf. Come on. It's an unfair comparison here. The other games didn't even stand a chance. Best art direction, Asterix the Olympic Games. It's an adaptation of the live-action Asterix movie, but they made the game look like the comics, which is, better, because Asterix, it's Asterix. Actually, Americans don't know Asterix, I'm sorry. Very French. And we like the French. Best soundtrack, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I didn't actually play this, I just thought it would be a funny thing to put there. Best multiplayer, Akinator. Man, Akinator is so much less special in the AI era. You can just ask ChatGPT to, you know, guess a character for you. And they'll pull out a character exclusive to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga novelization. Having fun yet voice line from Fender Voice stuck in my head forever. I don't remember that one, but I have this thing where, like, when I replay a game I played as a kid, I will remember the exact cadence in which the characters were talking, but not what they were actually saying, because I didn't fully understand English yet. Like, I knew a good fair bit of English as a kid, way more than, like, most of my peers and stuff. They were calling me a little English boy. But, usually, like, I'll play a game that I played as a kid, and I will remember the exact cadence in which lines were delivered, but only for the first time now will I understand what's actually being said. It's a really interesting experience. Spider-Man 1, the movie, the game went crazy. Man, I wish I had Spider-Man 2, the movie, the game, but I only had a PC. Do you know what Spider-Man 2, the movie, the game is like on the PC? Oh my god, do you know what it's like? There is shovelware, and then there is, like, I don't know how to describe this. It feels like a student project that was released as a prank that probably cost like $40 to $60. It's not, dude, jank doesn't begin to describe it. It's kind of, hold up, you need to see this. You actually need to see this. Look at this thumbnail. This is a really good start to this.
Hey there, Spider-Man.
So this is, console kids got the open world, awesome swinging mechanics, true to the movie Spider-Man game experience. PC kids, me, got this.
Sharp as always. Now it's time to test your swinging skills. See this web thingy? You can swing from it. Give it a whirl and press your mom. Now hit the next one. Oh, that was great, yeah. Oh, delightful. Nice move.
Look how good this is. The guy got away. You should go tell the lady. Sorry, lady, the guy got away. Bye. Couldn't do nothing about it.
Mind if I lend a hand?
Watch it.
Move, man.
Yo, getting the points. Alright, bye police guys.
Peter, thank you for...
Dude, there is only one way to do a Rhino fight and you fucked it up. You gotta make him charge into shit and then beat him up. What is this shockwave crap?
Peter, thank you for taking time out of
Oh my god, is this a live action cutscene? It's so true to life.
your school day to come to the bank with me.
It's my pleasure, Aunt May. I'll make some time to study later.
Hey, Tobey Maguire, can you come into the studio? I need you to record like 12 lines for the worst video game ever.
I hope you don't spend too much time cutting classes.
Of course not. I'm a model student. Sorry, I don't feel well. Will you excuse me?
Of course, honey. I'll be right here.
First things first, gotta find Aunt May.
This work and this
I do like that the cutscenes are in-engine, but somehow look worse than the game.
city is not what it once was. I suppose I shouldn't be rude, though. Thank you for your help, Spider-Man.
What do you want with diamonds, Ock? Your kind of ugly goes deeper than jewelry can fix.
This is my business, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, check out this hype boss fight.
I warn you not to interfere. I'll crush you like the bug you are.
Help, Spider-Man.
I'll have to catch up with Ock later. Can't let them take Aunt May.
Me when my fucking aunt is being kidnapped by robbers. Oh shoot. I'll take on good old Doc Ock later. Gotta see my Aunt May. I better hurry up.
Poor Aunt May. I hope she's okay.
He didn't give a shit. I don't think anybody gave a shit in the production of this.
I was, helping my aunt.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she was just tied up at the bank.
Hey, he's taking my car!
This is why Big Wheel was such a big problem. Oh no, Spider-Man. Not the wood.
Let's.
I'm sorry, there's no one.
Thanks, Spider-Man, for taking out the elevator stalker.
Let's.
I'm sorry, there's no one allowed on this train. It's out of service.
So are you.
Oh, okay. When Doc Ock tells you you're out of service, you're out of service. What are you gonna say, no?
So are you.
So are you. Goodbye. Farewell. Have you heard any news from the other provinces?
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
No, he's fast. This is so surreal. It looks like the world is disappearing behind him and he's trying to outrun it. Like the one Justice League scene, except he's running backwards like Big Rigs. This is borderline artistic.
I don't know what you're up to, Pencil Neck, but I predict total failure.
Well, you seem to be distressed.
Help me, Spider-Man!
Mary Jane, you alright?
Thank you. If you hadn't shown up, I don't know what would...
Thank me later, will ya? You gotta get out of here now.
It's better animated than Invincible.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Mary Jane.
What was that maneuver there?
Gotcha.
Flexes the tentacle arms as a bit. Slides towards me, A-posing. What a menace.
Thank you, Mary Jane was a big mistake, Ock.
You won't disrupt
Stop pinching
my
me.
work again.
Yeah, I got the
Better
Garo
make like a
slide.
tree and- Dr. Octavius, your experiment has failed. Many lives will be lost unless we stop it.
What have I done?
I felt longer as a kid. I should stream this sometime. You know, better writing than Insomniac Spider-Man 2. In Insomniac Spider-Man 2, when Doc Ock tells that guard, "So are you," he would add, "and that's valid, and your feelings are acknowledged, and you are valid and beautiful and loved." Back to whatever this is. What were we doing here? The absolute de-edgification of Spider-Man is disheartening. Like, playing Spider-Man 2, just play Spider-Man 2 2023, and then go back and read a Spider-Man comic from the 60s. It's, like, they didn't just sanitize the guy, they flat out castrated him. Every goddamn line of dialogue in that game is punctuated with, "and that's okay, and you're valid." The most focus-tested video game on Earth. Which is a shame because, like, I thought the original, like, Spider-Man, Insomniac on PS4 was a neat little game. So fond memories with that, especially, I mean, honestly, still the swinging experience is incredible. They just made it better in the second game by actually letting you fuck up. And I love how the city is modeled, like swinging through the city and, you know, taking in all the sights, getting on ground level, taking some photos. It's a nice experience. Just a really quick, comfy serotonin boost. The characters start talking and you just roll your eyes back into the back of your head like 3 times, do a 720. That's 2 times, actually. Oh, fuck. I need to waste the shield a little less. I could have avoided all of that by, like, jumping. Shield energy is really precious. Also, I haven't had full armor in a while. It feels insane. I need to be just trying to turn the camera around for regular level progression. Just being in this completely wide open space and needing to stop, face where I want to look, and hit left bumper. I know it was supposed to be an N64 game, but did nobody tell these guys about the technology they were working with? There is a way to mitigate this. It doesn't really add anything to the game. There's my Ghost Rider game where we shoot demons and romanticize my melancholic sadness. That's the thing, though. Spider-Man is perfect for romanticizing your melancholy. That guy gets really self-destructive about it a lot of the time. It's just, he's Marvel's most marketable character and they're afraid to portray that. And it's really disheartening. The closest thing we had in a major, like, in a major mainstream Spider-Man production to that is Peter B. Parker in, like, the first Spider-Verse, because that guy was a mess. That guy, that's a guy whose life went like shit and he decided, you know what, maybe I deserve this, maybe I'm fine like this. Yeah, he got over it. But the fact that he was, you know, allowed to be in that position in the first place, it's more than a lot of stuff will let him. What is this? Shockwave? Yeah, wider shockwave, okay. Shockwave is a fun little transformer. I call him Robot Mengele. Okay, let's try this real quick. I mean, that's one pip of damage. It's honestly not too bad. Considering this game, they might as well have made it an insta-kill, but they didn't, so I appreciate it. Okay, getting kind of disoriented here. What am I looking at? Where am I going? I don't need the gem. Gem is just like 10, 20 coins. It's okay. It's alright. Blade wasn't in development hell. Dishonor, but Vampire sounds like a cool idea. I don't know, man. I find it hard to get hyped about Marvel games. Most major Marvel productions nowadays, because it's all gonna be really safe, not particularly interesting, frictionless experiences. Especially when it comes to video games. I was actually interested in Midnight Suns because, okay, like, Marvel turn-based strategy game centered around the magic side of things, that could be cool. And then the writing still did the MCU quip shit. And like, I don't want to play a Midnight Suns game written like that. I'm not even gonna give it the time of my day. Also, they did the Morbius joke with Morbius, and now I have to categorically not touch the game. Oh, just wait until Marvel Tokon, dude. Yeah, dude, I look at Marvel Tokon and I think, oh yeah, that's a risky experimental project. Not the safest wide appeal, please pay attention to us anime people attempt possible from a washed studio. Sorry, I'm being really mean. I just really don't give a shit about Marvel Tokon and current Arxis. Did you hear the soundtrack in that fucking game? It is ear grating. Oh my god. How am I more interested in Avatar Legends, the fighting game with the words "the fighting game" in the title and fucking invincible verses than I am in a new Marvel fighter? Well, people forget the reason the movies are written like that is because the comics are like that, haha. No, the comics are written like that nowadays because the movies were written like that. There is a distinct difference between comic quippy and movie quippy. And among other things, the Midnight Suns are not supposed to be written like a Marvel movie. Can these two rotating shits please line up already? I wish to progress in the stage. Oh my god, this camera is I'm sorry, what am I doing something wrong here? Okay, maybe I should go here first. Yeah, alright, okay. You know, apparently Invincible Versus is fine. You know, I'm maining, Battle Beast, Rexplode, and, who am I playing? Well, those two I'm locked in, I'll see yet. I was streaming a game to a friend a few days ago, and I did like a perfectly like annoying impersonation of Rexplode, and he was like, never do that again, oh my god. I'm not gonna do it here now because I'm afraid of the strain on my voice and my entire goddamn skeleton dickhead. Alright, evidently I missed something on how I'm supposed to get there. Oh, do I gotta jump on the trap and then over to the blade? Let's see. Yes, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Nice. All this for what? For coins? Like I'm not at like an investment banker level of drowning in it? Apparently people really disliked Rexplode at the start, but I'm like, the moment I saw the character, I'm like, this is my favorite guy, he's awful. He screams and says stupid shit and is a horrible human being. Perfect. What the freaking heck is kind of this level design? He's the type of guy to say, what were they thinking? Oh nice, look at me. This is the platonic ideal of a video game guy. Knight, big shoulders, big armor, big shoes, fire sword. Gonna go save princess with a big boob. I don't know, I liked him before, even before the redemption arc. And then... I'm gonna be honest, my least favorite part of Invincible so far is how everyone in the show is invincible. Nobody ever fucking dies. And then the one time that someone dies, it's my favorite character. It was kind of insane. Oh, but thank God Duplicate is alive. Oh, lordy, that's a load off my back. That fight against the Lizard League, where everyone gets systematically gored and then they're all fine 2 episodes later, that's... I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. That's just straight up bad writing. It's bad writing that I fell down there. Like, why did they program me that way? When season 3 ended, and they showed that fucking Conquest was still alive, I mean, I was over it at that point. I'm like, yeah, of course, yeah, sure. It's gonna turn out... What's the name of Aaron Paul's character? I forgot. Power Bomb, Power Line. It's gonna turn out his family is also alive. They've been alive the whole time. Oh my god, thank the Lord. It's a problem. It's a genuine problem. Powerplex. Multiplex. Power bottom. Yeah, if you want gore of your comfort character, that's the show to go to, because they keep getting gored, but then getting up from it 2 chapters later like it's Bucky. And like, I thought if maybe it's supposed to be a reference to how... Okay, so Invincible, as a series, is, like I said, basically a pastiche of every superhero trend ever. So I thought maybe the point is that it's like other superhero comics where characters never stay dead. But I don't know, all the other inspiration from superhero stuff adds to the story, whereas this incessant invincibility kind of takes away from it, I think. I can't get invested in character deaths if they keep if they keep popping back up, fine and well. A guy I followed, a guy I follow put it well one time when he said, when you have a story where you make it a point how easy it is to die and how anyone can die, you're eventually gonna run into a problem where every fucking character is just invincible. No pun intended. And fucking Invincible, the story, it ran over that threshold in one episode. Oh shoot, the Guardians of the Globe all got murked by Omni-Man. Truly anyone can die in this show, and then nobody ever dies again. Exaggerating slightly, but you know what I mean. Also, I'm gonna say it, the gore? I know people say it adds to the, like, it has a point to make. Oh my god, what the hell am I doing here? Ring of Pain. The stunning shockwave of a downward strike now causes damage to all those stuck by it. Oh cool, the shockwave finally deals damage. I need to log this in immediately. The gore, I don't think the gore adds much to Invincible, I'm gonna be honest. People say, oh, it has a point to make, that's why it's so violent, but no! It could just as well do all of these things that it's doing right now with just like a general average comic level of blood and violence. It's really, like, it's kind of jarring how irrelevant all the gore is to the overall story. Really not much changes if you replace all the, oh god, gore explosions with just like some cuts, bruises, and nosebleeds like you get in other comics. Oh god. Not to say that comics can get gory. I mean, shonen or like Western comics aimed at teenage audiences, they can get gory, but obviously not that violent. It just feels like jarring set dressing. I don't know how else to describe it. And the show kind of ups the ante because clearly they know that's what drew people into the series. So it's even more excessive than the comic. But that just makes it weirder when the characters keep shrugging it off the entire time. Again, going back to the Lizard League fight, Shrink Ray getting eaten by the big guy. In the comic, he just swallowed her, so it was believable that she would survive that. But they do the whole song and dance about her trying to expand inside of the guy, and then he crunches her in there. It's all the blood and stuff, like, whoa, that's crazy, oh my god, I was so freaked out. And then she's just fine! She was put in a healing pod for one episode, and it's like, hi guys, it's me. Not a cut or bruise on her. Oh fuck, forgot about that. And not to say that you can't do violence just because you like it. Like, I don't think if Kakugo no Susume was like a smidge less gory and gutsy, I don't think it would take away too much from the manga, but it's going for a lot more thematically with it than fucking Invincible does. Invincible might as well just be less violent and not much will change. Like, you can keep the same outcomes when it comes to deaths and injuries and whatever, but the gore is just, again, I keep going back to the word, but that's what it is, it's jarring. It just comes off like actual shock value. And depending on how you feel about shock value, it's whatever. I don't particularly care about when it's done like this. Oh man, The Boys Season 5 is coming out soon. That's not gonna be good. I'm really on and off with The Boys because that show literally has not been good since season 1. Well, season 1 was good. It hasn't been good since season 2, I guess you could say. But I still tune in for every season because I just want to see crazy shit happen. That's literally why I keep watching The Boys. It's badly written, every season keeps resetting to the status quo. I don't like the characters, I don't care what happens to any of these people. But they can sure put some crazy shit on the screen, and that's what I enjoy, so that's why I watch it. I haven't run into any so far in like this little run here, but this game has mimics and they're very annoying because there isn't like a consistent way to take them out. Like you can't preemptively strike a chest and have it be injured to see a mimic. You have to open it first and then react to the mimic about to eat you. Okay, I didn't need that, I just wasted some money, but that's life. I have several things in my house right now that I could describe as wasted money. Now we're mixing it up with the comic. Comic is doing a lot of edgy shit and, you know, mostly without rhyme or reason besides Garth Ennis going, ha ha ha, yeah. But it knows what it is. And it has some decent, you know, character moments in it. The show thinks it's way smarter than it is. And that is its main problem. Like, yeah, you're not doing, like, edgy, filthy Garth Ennis shit, but you're also... You're trash in a different way. Stop huffing your own farts. You're not clever political commentary, you're not subversive satire. You're really fucking basic. You're very basic edgy. And hell, they tried doing Garth Ennis tier shit for the last season and nobody liked it. It was really bad. Oh god, there goes my life. Oh. Yui, we gotta beat the bad guys. You gotta go in the evil-ass ripe dungeon. Well, okay, I guess. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I'm wrapping it up after this level. I gotta go to sleep. Hopefully this level isn't like an hour long, like, oh my god. The world before this one had this insanely long level where I lost like 7 goddamn lives. It was really nasty, man. I was not the same guy after that. It's 15 Boatman coins. I don't think I have to worry much about that hypothetical hard game over. That's a lot of coins. I'll still be careful. This is a dichotomy, you know? You have hard games, you have punishing games. And people are like, I like hard, but I don't like punishing. I like when I can bash my head against the wall all I want, but if a game even decides to imply it's gonna set me back for it, I'm gonna rate it a 0 out of 5 on reddit.ninja. A video game needs to respect my freaking time as a player. I got jobs. There are literally people with jobs. Why aren't they thinking about the most disparaged minority, people with jobs? Where's the people with jobs accessibility option? This isn't like a hypothetical person I'm wrestling with in my head. This is just something people keep saying lately about difficult video games. Now, some people have jobs. They should be able to play this game too. It's very annoying. Let me end the stage. Okay. That's pretty good. I haven't mastered a single level 100%, which is fortunate, but, you know, that's what the second playthrough is for. Alright, I'm gonna go save the game. I'm gonna go pay 100 coins to save the game now. And then leave, because I have a job, and they didn't make this game for people with jobs. So this is how you save your game. You find the pool in the level hub. You approach it. You pay $100. You can warp to any of the last stages. Hey, yo. You guys wanna go to the Great Tank? Weed, every weed. And you save your game. And that's Maximo. He's got maximum power. Alright, that's it. Thanks you. I'm thanking you guys for joining in the stream tonight. I'll see you next time. Wish me luck at the doctor tomorrow, and hopefully I pump this video out this month, and hopefully it's good. Am I right? I am right. Goodbye. Good night, goodbye, good night. Ah, fuck you though. I'm just kidding. Goodbye. Ah, fuck you though. Ah, good night. Yeah, fuck you though.